let's move on. We're going to cover some pitchers here real quick because we do need to cover at least the basics here. We'll talk about some guys in a little bit more, 3 guys in a little bit more depth and gloss over some others. 25th is listed here, Jeremy. Maybe the best name in the entire draft class. That is Kruz Schoolcraft, left-handed pitcher / first baseman out of Sunset High School in Oregon. 6'8", 215 pounds, fastball up to 98, nasty slider, change up, more of a kind of developmental pitch, and obviously, as you might expect, a solid delivery, but working on consistency with strike throwing when you have giant octopus levers.
Right.
Here's my question for you, and sorry if this is a little bit too leading. He's sitting at 25-26 range on the board. Have you seen more of a San Diego Padres fit than Kruz Schoolcraft? I literally walked through the board the other day and I was like, what are the prep players that are ranked right and might be available where they pick? And he jumps out to me as a possibility. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, he originally jumped out to me as a Giants guy because this is what they've done, right?
Aldridge,
the power two-way dudes. But yeah, he certainly would fit in that range with the Padres. But I do think at that part of the draft, because you never know where these high school guys are going to go, right? So Seth Hernandez is going to be gone, and then the next prep goes when? Like that's a great question. So
that is a great question.
Could a team like the Astros take him? Like maybe that's not a perfect fit for them. You never know with the Braves. They seem to do their thing. The Royals, the Tigers, like there's a lot of fits for him. But how many 6'8" lefties do you see? Like to mock someone and say, oh yeah, they take these giant pitchers. The Twins have a 6'8" pitcher that they've drafted.
There's also another 6'8" lefty in this class, which is funny, but we'll talk about him a different day.
But so that's why it's like it's going to come down to a price tag with these guys. Like where do they see themselves going? What we end up seeing a lot of in these drafts, and obviously every draft kind of takes on is their own beast, but these types of pitchers become comp round guys.
Yep.
Right. Yep. And so how does the money line up? Because you look at the comp round teams, it's like the Orioles would make sense. They got double picks.
Yep. Diamondbacks, maybe.
The Diamondbacks.
The Brewers before they traded for Quinn Priester, which has come around in recent weeks.
Yeah, he hasn't been awful. So I think that there's a lot of places that all these guys that we can talk about would fit. But yeah, he's got a great name. And I think with that, whenever you have a guy that has, like you mentioned, octopus lovers, it's just going to take longer. So which teams are able to be more patient with someone like this, because that's ultimately what he needs. And it'll just be curious to see what teams pop him and how quickly he signs them for how much.
Yep.